Today we're going to talk about the Natasha Denona Bloom palette. I've been playing with this palette for the past 2 weeks, so I have very clear opinions of what I think about this palette. I'm going to show you how I did this look. I'll do in-depth swatches, but before we get into all of that, who is this palette for? This palette is for you if you like warm pinks, corals, and burgundies. That is essentially the color story. So you gotta like those tones. That's number one. It's also for you if you already have your neutrals covered. If you already have your eyeshadow palettes that give you the neutrals for everyday wearable looks, this is a good palette to complement that. Because with Bloom, you can get more creative with color. So if you want to experiment with color outside of, let's say, the browns, then I think you'll like this. Bloom is also an excellent palette if you want to create dramatic looks, because it gives you shades that have a lot of depth. I'm thinking specifically of Bark, Brick, Flows, and Clover. These are gonna give you full-on rich pigment right off the bat. So that's fantastic if you're looking for those, like I said, dramatic looks. And you're getting a sparkling foil duochrome like Equinox that I put here in the middle of my lid that really give you a pop. This is not gonna be for you if you don't like wearing pink eyeshadows. If you think that pinks make you look sick or like you have irritated eyes, is it just me or is it making me look sick? And you're definitely not gonna like this color story. So I would say definitely stay away. I also wouldn't recommend it if you're looking for a palette to give you soft wearable looks, because even though we do have several soft shades here, they're not the majority. You have a lot of dark ones as well. So if you're only gonna get a lot of use out of the soft ones, but not so much the richer colors, then I don't think you'll be getting your money's worth, because you would only be using part of the palette. All right, let's go see how I did this look. For my base, I'm using the Lisa Eldridge Liquid Silk Eyeshadow in Phoebe that I've been using lately as my base for my looks. Petal all over the lid. Flows on the outer V. Same Shoto Double O brush, just swiping it here on my Sigma switch because I'm changing shades to Clover. This one I'm going to keep it here to the outer V, but I'm not going to diffuse it. I'm not going to blend it out as much as I did Flows. Clean brush to soften the edges. Let's do Rue right here in the inner 2/3. Now we're going into Equinox on the center of the eyelid. And now I'm gonna go into Flows and run that on the lower lash line. On the same Rougher 23, I'm gonna use Bark as eyeliner. Kind of just a smudgy eyeliner here really close to the lashes. I'm gonna do a little wing with Bark. And a little bit of Crisp. I am back with mascara, but I forgot the tight line. I'm using my Mambo NARS eyeliner, shade Mambo. And here's the final look. What do we think? On my lips, I'm wearing the Fenty Glow Stick in the shade, what? Fenty Glow. Let's get into the swatches and take a closer look at these colors. Let's talk about my final assessment. Is this Natasha Denona Bloom palette worth adding to your collection? Here's what I think. If you already have a solid collection of neutrals and you're looking to add something with more color dimension, Bloom seems like a good choice with its pink, coral, burgundy-ish tones. In comparison to the golden palette, I need a nude, I need a warm. Bloom is going to require a bit more technique, a little bit more thoughtfulness in application, but it also offers a lot of possibilities. It lets you get creative past very soft, everyday looks. So I would particularly recommend the Bloom palette to those of you with deeper skin tones or complexions where the coral tones will appear more flattering instead of seeming to just enhance any existing redness. I really like how these two eye looks came out, but the fact that I have to stay away from the coral mattes that are very problematic on me, these are not my colors. It's making me look sick. Let's do some mascara either way. I want to see the look finished before I completely decide that I don't like it. I really like the Equinox shade that I have on this eye. But yeah, this palette's just not for me. So what do you think of my final assessment? Do you agree? Do you not agree? If you have this palette, let me know what you like about it. Which combinations have worked best for you? And I will see you in the next one. Subscribe and give me a like if you found this video helpful. I'll see you in the next one.